Happy Oh my god. Happy Black History Month, y'all. This is my third time trying to do this intro. Anyways, welcome back to Nails to Luxury. In today's video, I'm going to be designing a Black History Month nail set. I've already started by using this nude color, and I have these two black friendships going on, which I think I end up changing, but this was just the base. But I'm starting with this middle finger on the first hand, which is this black girl, obviously. It took me a little, whoa, my god, words. Took me a minute to design this one. As you can see, I went through so many trials doing her face, but eventually I got it to a point where I actually loved it, and I decided to, instead of making the entire nail her hair, I decided to cut it off because I don't know, I just didn't like it. Was giving you know those guards that guard the horse in England. I just that was the vibe it was giving, and I didn't like that. So as you can see, I'm changing that now. But I felt like I kind of ate it up on her face, low-key. I don't know, because it took me a minute to do that. But anyways, I am now doing her hair, just making it look all curly and stuff to the top. I decided to add some gold jewelry because that's just an essential thing that I need for this set. Anyways, now I'm moving on to her shirt, and I decided to make it black because I wanted to write some little words on the shirt, and it says Black Excellence, obviously. And then I decided to do the same thing on that nail, and I wrote Black is Beautiful, just to keep it simple because I don't know, I like to vary it between simple and then more complex designs. But this one is actually the Ghana flag, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. I took all this inspo from Pinterest, so I decided to use that flag for that nail. And then this one, I actually don't know what brush I used for that, but I'll put it on the screen because I just found that really cool brush and I liked it, so I decided to use it for that French tip. I decided to use this African inspired pattern in between the colors because I just thought that was cool. And then I actually changed the colors, which now I prefer the old colors, but I changed it to match this nail. As you can see right here, the black nail with those three colors, I changed it to match that. But now I actually prefer the other colors, which I'm just realizing I don't know why that nail wasn't recorded, because this is a time lapse of all the nails I did, which is really confusing, so I don't know why that's not recorded. Anyways, the nail that I'm working on now is this Africa that's kind of built by a fingerprint look, so you can see me drawing the lines for that, but I actually hand drew the Africa. So I'm kind of proud of myself for that. You know, I didn't think it would have turned out that good, but it did. Anyways, I'm using red, gold, and green for the fingerprint lines. Now you can see me add in the green and the yellow, and I'm just gonna keep repeating that until I've gotten to this point. And then I decided to change it black so that it would pop. The next nail, I changed it to this brown color so that I can incorporate some more brown. For this one, I just decided to keep it simple and write Black Lives Matter. The next nail that I'm about to do was the most complicated nail on the set. Took me a while, but it wasn't difficult. I just spent a lot of time. Oh, that's not even the nail I'm about to do. Okay, I don't know why I did this out of order. Probably because it was the most complex nail. I thought I was going to be doing the next nail, but as you can see, I skipped to the pinky, which this one was simple. I just decided to do some gold jewels and jewelry style on this brown French tip, which was simple and cute. I changed it up a few times because it was not giving what I wanted it to give, so I did that a few times. But I also used the, what is it called, luminance brush, I think, which adds this shine effect to it. I used it on the jewelry on the girl as well. I honestly love how that nail turned out. It was kind of cute. For this nail, it wasn't even difficult like my Valentine's Day set. It was just, I just spent a lot of time on it because I wanted it to look a certain type of way. These are the two images that I got inspired by, and I just wanted to recreate the under nail, and I really wanted it to come to life. So I was using different brushes, different colors. I had a whole palette for Black History Month, which I've mentioned in my last video that I love creating palettes because it just helps me guide everything and incorporate colors that I've already used. So this one, I used several colors on this one because I really wanted to get into the detail. Here you can barely see because of the dark brown, but I'm using this, I think it's short hair brush. I was using one of those brushes to create that hair effect, and there I'm playing around with the brown, which actually lightened it, which I think was a better decision because you can see it better. But here I'm just adding the beard and the mustache. The teeth are not yellow, y'all, that's grills. I don't know, it's just the first thing I thought of when I was drawing it. But the end result looked pretty good because I added lots of coloring and shading and using the luminance tool to add shine to the whoa, oh my god, I can't get my words. Y'all, it's 1 a.m. and I'm trying to record this to edit this video. Okay, I need to go to sleep. This nail took me a while. You can see that I was really working on it. I decided to add this pale color yellow. It was just the color that I needed to work from to add more shades and lighting and luminance to it just to create the effect that I wanted from the grills. Like, I just added a darker outline that just made it pop and look more like teeth. And then here, this was actually like more of the gum line from this inspo pic, and I spent quite the amount of time like getting into that. I don't know why I spent so much time on that, but like I really wanted it to look detailed. I think it turned out pretty good. It could be more detailed, but I didn't need it to be any more detailed than that, because at the end of the day, it's still a nail. But here you can see me adding lighting. This was one of my favorite parts. I don't know, I love adding lighting. It just makes everything pop. And we're back with the final result as usual. Also, the words, oh my god. Oh my god, I'm so out of it for this video. What am I trying to say? We're back with the final result as usual. Also, the voice changed because I'm now actively recording and it's going to be different than the voiceover. Anyways, this is the final set. I am very happy with how this set turned out. I actually really love this set. As you can see, these are my inspo pics on both sides. I set it up a little bit different than my Valentine's Day set, but these are all the things that I took inspiration from. I love Pinterest. Pinterest is life. And so this is where I got all of these things from. Let's get into talking about these nails. Wait a minute. Why is my nail set cut off like that? Hold on. I don't know what's going on, and I don't appreciate my nail set being cut off. But anyways, the first one is this green, black, and red inspired set. And in between, I decided to do this African inspired pattern because, I don't know, it just broke it up and it added some fun design to this nail. This one is very simple. It's literally just a French tip with this brush. It's an interesting pattern. I didn't know how to feel about it when I originally used it, and I still don't know how to feel about it, but I think it adds something to it. This nail, definitely one of my favorites. It was actually the first nail I did. I don't know why I started in the center. But we have this beautiful black woman here, and I added some jewelry on her, and then I kind of cut her off a little bit because originally I was saying that it's a top, but now that I think about it, does it even look like a top? I don't know, but that's that nail. I really like that nail, and it says Black Excellence to the bottom. And then this one is the Ghana flag, because Ghana is obviously a country in Africa, and I wanted that inspo for this set, so I decided to use those colors. I really wish I stick with the dark colors, but I did not want to redo this nail. I was so lazy to redo it. It wasn't even that, it's that this nail took me a minute to do and I didn't want to redo it, so I decided to change the other colors to match that one. But it doesn't look bad, but I do like the darker colors that I had going on at first. Then that brings us to the pinky of, oh my gosh, that brings us to the pinky of this first hand, and it says Black is beautiful. It's just a regular black French tip. Now we move to the second hand, and the first finger is this black nail with this Africa painted in the center, which is very cool. And then the Africa is like a fingerprint, which I think is so cool because I don't know, I just feel like that has such meaning to it. I don't know why it's cut off. Like, it doesn't look how it did a minute ago. I don't know what is going on with this set. It's driving me insane. Okay, it's definitely cut off. Where's the matter? Black Lives Matter. Like, where's the rest of my, oh my god, y'all, I'm gonna lose it. Where's the rest of my nail? Oh my god, why is Procreate doing this? Oh my god, okay, that just pissed me off. Now half of my set is cut off and I don't know how to fix it. Okay, anyways, we're moving on to this next nail, which is this brown, light brown caramel color French tip, and it's supposed to say Black Lives Matter. As you can see, it's cut off for some reason. That just irritated me. Anyways, next nail, we have this mouth nail. I don't know how to describe it. It sounds weird, but y'all can see what I'm going for. And then we have the grills, and I kind of wish I did it slightly differently, as far as the lips and whatnot, but I feel like it's pretty good, especially for my first time doing a design like that, because I haven't done realistic type designs yet, so I think that's pretty interesting. Then we have this nail. I don't even know why this part didn't record. I don't know what's going on with Procreate. I don't know if it needs to update or what. Anyways, we have this black nail with red, gold, and green heart and lines coming through the heart. I just thought this was a simple, cute little addition to the set. And then for the last nail, we have this brown French tip with gold beads and gold jewelry. And yeah, that completes the entire set. I love how this set turned out, and I had so much fun doing this set, and I didn't even plan this one really. It was just kind of on impulse. I just decided, I'm just gonna design this set. And I'm really happy I did. I'm really pissed off though because I don't know why it's cutting off my set like that. Why is it doing that? Okay, I don't know. Anyways, that concludes this video. Hopefully this video turns out good. Yeah. Thank y'all for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I will see y'all in the next one. Also, sorry for this late Black History Month post. Every month is Black History Month. Anyways, bye!